Hey there, Dave Dickey here. Crazy world out there right now. I want to let you know that I help people just like you who struggle with fear, anger, and uncertainty about the future to discover how you can truly take control of your daily life so that you can feel empowered, happier, and start living life on your terms. You know, as kids growing up, our future is always uncertain, and we look to the adults around us to take care of us and guide us in the right direction. I was a premature baby born to World War II parents. My dad worked three jobs and mom took care of the house. I had an older brother who was a surrogate dad somewhat, since the only time dad was around was in between jobs. We had a pretty good life together. We had a nice house, we went on camping trips, we had holidays with the rest of the family. Everything seemed normal. Eventually, my brother got married and moved away, and when I was 9 years old, we moved a few blocks away to a smaller house, and it was just me and my parents. Now, I did not know at the time that my mother had a drinking issue and that her family had a history of mental illness. 2 days before my 10th birthday, once again, my mother was up all night drinking with her sister, yelling at my dad about being lazy, even though he worked three jobs. And at 4 a.m., when he was supposed to go to another job, he packed a bag and never came back. I remember crying on my knees, begging him not to go. And he looked at me and said, I can't take it anymore. For me, this was the beginning of a childhood nightmare filled with fear and uncertainty. For the next 6 years, my mother took her sadness and anger out on me and constantly told me how I would never amount to anything because I was just like dad. Not to mention that my entire family was filled with substance abuse, psychological issues, and welfare. I somehow knew that I did not have to grow up like that. And at age 16, I struck gold. It was a bookmark I came upon while thumbing through a book at a local New Age center. It asked the question, do you believe in a higher power and that you can access that higher power to control your own destiny? Well, I knew I did not want for myself what everyone around me embraced, so I contacted the people on the bookmark, and it changed my life forever. Now, with over 40 years of research and practical application, I'm dedicating myself to teaching people what I have been putting into practice successfully for years, helping people realize that they are the true masters of their destiny and they do not have to be victims any longer. Combining hypnotherapy, NLP, and law of attraction principles, I can help you gain a greater awareness of what is really going on in your life and show you how you can not only achieve greater happiness, but the security in knowing that as a divine being, you are in total control. How your fears are not your own, and how you can really take control of everything in your life, from making each day happier to making positive changes in the workplace, enhancing relationships, and how the energy that you surround yourself with will dictate what you experience on a daily basis. I even go down the rabbit hole as I teach you what most people would say is impossible. Things such as controlling streetlights, creating and controlling conversations that have not yet happened, and even changing time itself. The power is inside each of us, and I help you recognize and use that power for a happier, more certain life. So, if you're ready to start taking control of your life and no longer living according to what other people say, click the button below to schedule a free video consultation. You and I will discuss what's going on in your life, how I may be able to help, and to see if we're a good fit to work together. My reality is not your reality. What are you creating today?